In Capital News tonight, President Dr. John Magufuli swears in Professor Adelarius Kilangi as Attorney General. Heavy rainstorm kills 2 children in Kigoma region. And in sports, the national under-17 team, Serengeti Boys, have left for Morocco in preparation for the CECAFA tournament. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Vanessa Victor. Let's get things started with the national news. The President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. John Magufuli, has today sworn into office Professor Adelarius Lubango Kilangi as the Attorney General in a ceremony held at State House in Chamwino, Dodoma, that was attended by Vice President Samia Suluhu Hassan, Speaker of the National Assembly, Job Dugai, Chief Justice Ibrahim Hamis Juma, and Deputy Speaker Tulia Ackson, as well as other heads of defense organs and leaders.
Lubango Kilangi, ninaahidi umma kwamba nitakuwa mzalendo kwa nchi yangu na mtii kwa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Nitakuwa mwadilifu na mfano kwa watumishi wa umma, watumishi wa bunge, watumishi wa mahakama na watu wengine katika kukuza na kusimamia maadili.
Kila serikali mpya inapoingia au awamu nyingine inapoingia,
when a new government comes into power, people become fearful, especially civil servants inside the government, that there will be a lot of changes. At the moment, I see there is a lot of fear in regional commissioners and district commissioners. I'm surprised why they are afraid, because if it is the government's success, they too are a part of that success. If it is victory by 84%, they too have made it possible by working hard in their designated areas. I've decided to address this. Regional commissioners and district commissioners, you must not be afraid. Perhaps there will be not even a single change.
Heavy rains have caused the deaths of 2 children, including that of a Standard 6 student from Mlole Primary School in Kigoma Ujiji Municipal, who was struck by lightning, whereby 3 other students from Jihad Secondary School were injured and taken to Kigoma Maweni Referral Hospital for further treatment.
Mara kwanza radi ilipiga kwanza, walikuwa hapo.
There was lightning. They were seated outside but went inside the house. Then there was more lightning and I advised them to sit down but they refused.
Mvua hiyo ilipokuwa inanyesha iliweza kusomba na kumuua kijana.
As the rain was falling, a young man was swept in the water. We've not been able to identify him yet. The 3 young men were in secondary school and were taken to the hospital to have been discharged, but one is admitted for further observation.
And the President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Hussein Mwinyi, as he sets up his new government, has sworn in Hamed Seleman as the 2nd Vice President of Zanzibar.
Mimi, Hamed Suleiman Abdalla, na hapa kwamba nitaitumikia vyema kwa moyo thabiti Serikali ya Mapinduzi ya Zanzibar katika kazi zangu za makamu wa pili wa rais wa Zanzibar, na kwamba wakati wote nitamshauri kwa hekima na uaminifu rais wa Zanzibar na mwenyekiti wa Baraza la Mapinduzi, na kwamba kwa vyovyote vile sitatoa siri za Serikali ya Mapinduzi ya Zanzibar, na kuomba Mwenyezi Mungu unisaidie
kama msaidizi wake namba 1 kwa maana ya makamu wa pili wa rais. Uteuzi huu nimeupokea vizuri.
I've received this appointment well, although it was not anticipated. I would like to assure the people of Zanzibar and Tanzanians at large that I will serve in this capacity with diligence.
The CCM party councillor-elect for Kikongo Kibaha ward in Coast Region, Fatma Eid Ngozi, and her 2 grandchildren were killed and 4 others injured while sleeping after unknown assailants burnt down her home.
Pia wananchi wa Kikongo kwamba vyombo vyetu vinafanya kazi kwa kina kabisa.
Our organs are working to find out the source of the fire which burnt down the house. The house caught fire. 4 people were injured and 3 have died. We are investigating to establish the source of the fire and bring those responsible to justice.
The exercise to register appointed members of Parliament to the United Republic of Tanzania has been completed in Dodoma, ready for the 12th National Assembly meeting to begin on November 10th, with the swearing-in of the members of Parliament and confirmation of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker.
Niwaahidi tu wananchi wa Arusha kama nitakuwa sauti yao.
I promise the people of Arusha that I will be their voice.
Ninawaahidi tu wananchi wangu wa Mtwara vijijini.
I promise my people of Mtwara Rural that I will go and do the job that they sent me to do.
Siku ya Alhamisi jioni au Ijumaa asubuhi.
On Thursday evening or Friday morning, he will be speaking to the nation through the House of Parliament.
And the government in Mtwara region has accused the leadership of Dangote factory, which produces cement, for failing to inform the public of its move to stop production of the commodity for 2 weeks in order to clean their machines, which has led to unscrupulous entrepreneurs taking advantage and increasing the price in the Mtwara region and throughout the country.
Cement Dangote anavyozalisha.
As cement is manufactured, it becomes easy for us to get cement and supply it to our customers. So any disruption affects the price and supply.
Nafasi yangu hii ya mkuu wa mkoa na kiwanda chenu ni kama tunaiongelea Tanzania nzima kwa sababu
whatever happens at the factory, the first person to be asked is the Mtwara Regional Commissioner. So I must know the reasons behind the factory closure and for how long.
Tumekiri kwamba hatukutoa taarifa.
We failed to give notice on time about the closure of the factory for maintenance work. We've apologized to the government, and in future we shall be giving notice of any maintenance work.
11 people, including the former MP candidate for Nachingwea constituency in Lindi region under Chama cha Demokrasia na Maendeleo Party Chadema, have appeared in court for allegedly being found with dangerous tools, which is a violation of the country's national security laws. Reading the charges before resident magistrate Elimo Masawe, public prosecutor Abdurrahman Mohammed claimed that the accused were found with the dangerous tools, which include 40 litres of petrol, face masks as well as machetes on October 28th at Boma Street in Nachingwea. The accused denied the charges and have been returned to remand custody after bail was denied. The case will come up for another mention on November 23rd of this year. And the former member of parliament for Arusha Urban, Godbless Lema, who was detained in Kenya after entering the country illegally, has been released.
He has been set free, but I cannot give you any information in detail at the moment. I fled to Kenya for safety, not because of hunger, but it is for myself and my family's well-being.
And that is all for the national news. International news is next. And now in international news. Presidential candidates in Uganda have started their campaigns for the general election expected to take place early next year. Uganda's electoral body has cleared 11 candidates to contest the elections. And President Donald Trump is facing pressure to cooperate with President-elect Joe Biden's team to ensure a smooth transfer of power when the new administration takes office in January. The General Services Administration is tasked with formally recognizing Biden as president-elect, which begins the transition. But the agency's Trump-appointed administrator, Emily Murphy, has not started the process and has given no guidance on when she will do so. And the president of the Mediation Training Institute East Africa, James Mankere, has said more than 2,800 mediators who have undergone training at the institute have qualified to start handling various court issues, and that this will help to reduce a backlog of cases.
Next, mediation project is meant to help people to get justice on time. In the past, one could be waiting for justice for as long as 20 years. People agree that this is a better way to find solutions to problems faced, would have reduced significantly case backlog.
A United Nations tribunal says a suspected financier of Rwanda's 1994 genocide faces a pretrial hearing in The Hague on Wednesday. Felician Kabuga, once one of Rwanda's richest men, is accused of crimes against humanity, including genocide, complicity in genocide, and incitement to commit genocide for having helped create a militia group using his media company to incite people to murder. Charges he denies. And that is all for the international news. We'll be back with business news after this short break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Back and now in business news. The government has warned entrepreneurs who've raised cement prices to make sure they bring them down before legal action is taken against them. The warning was issued by the District Commissioner of Kinondoni in Dar es Salaam, Daniel Chongolo, during a tour of Twiga Cement Factory.
Mtu yoyote yule anayeuza simenti sasa hivi kwa wananchi.
Anyone selling cement for more than 15,000 is not right. What he is doing is to hurt the economy of the citizens and our country.
Tunachokiona ni kwamba kumekuwa na mahitaji ya haraka haraka makubwa kwenye simenti.
The demand has been contributed by development. There is stability in consumers and the market.
The National Bureau of Statistics has said that price inflation remained fixed during October 3.1% as it was in the month of September due to falling and rising prices of some food and non-food items.
Rice by 4.2%, maize by 12.4%, maize flour by 3.2%, cassava flour by 1.4%, raw cassava by 2.5%, sweet potatoes by 5.4%, and cooking bananas by 6.3%. Price on non-food items that have gone up in October 2020 compared to that in October 2019 includes clothing by 2.2%, cooking gas by 6.5%, and charcoal by 8.8%.
Tobacco production in Bay region is expected to increase from 9 million kilograms in the previous season to 10,600,000 kilograms this year, with the District Commissioner of Chunya assuring farmers of increase in tobacco prices.
Mvua ndo zinaanza. Kwa hiyo ni vizuri tukatumia vizuri muda huu.
The rains have started, so it is right if we use this period well.
Tuungane wote kwa pamoja kulijenga taifa letu.
We must all work together to build our nation.
That's all for business news. Sports is next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters.
Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Lynn.
And now in sports. The national under-17 team Serengeti Boys is left with 22 players and 8 officials for Morocco, where they will play 2 friendlies against their hosts as part of preparations for the Sekafa tournament, which starts on December 13th in Rwanda.
Tomorrow in the morning, we will head to Morocco. It is good for us because we are preparing ourselves, and we have got international games in Morocco. And this is exactly what we wanted, international friendlies.
KMC Football Club are proceeding with training despite the start of the international break, with their aim of winning the Vodacom Premier League still intact.
It is not early because we have a break of only 1 week. This is actually not a break, just the way the fixture is. We have paved way for the national team to play, but this is not a break.
Thomas Partey will be staying at Arsenal during the international break following the injury that forced him off midway through Sunday's 3-0 home defeat by Aston Villa. Here's more.
Midfielder suffered a thigh problem early in the first half against Villa, and although he played the opening 45 minutes, he was replaced at half-time by Dani Ceballos. Speaking after the game, Mikel Arteta said he wasn't sure how long the 27-year-old will be sidelined for. It has been decided that Partey will be staying at Arsenal due to the injury and will continue to receive treatment to ensure he returns to fitness as soon as possible.
Jurgen Klopp has claimed next summer's European Championship could be decimated by injuries if a compressed schedule is not addressed after Trent Alexander-Arnold was injured during Liverpool's 1-1 draw at Manchester City.
Miss England's upcoming internationals with a suspected muscle problem, having limped off in the second half of a match in which Gabriel Jesus' striker equalized Mohamed Salah's penalty for Liverpool. Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne missed the penalty just before half-time. Klopp also voiced support for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer following the Manchester United manager criticism of a schedule that took his side to Everton for Saturday's 12:30 p.m. kickoff, having played at Istanbul Başakşehir on Wednesday night.
Mikel Arteta described Arsenal's 3-0 home defeat by Aston Villa as the worst of his managerial career, but was also at a loss to explain a performance in which, as he put it, he didn't see his team out there.
Arsenal was second best in every department, and Arteta was scathing about his team's attitude as well as the execution. The result puts Arsenal in the bottom half of the Premier League table, and despite encouraging results such as the 1-0 win at Manchester United, Arteta admitted there were deeper underlying problems to be tackled over international break. Dean Smith said Villa's performance was on a par with the 7-2 demolition of Liverpool last month.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin. On behalf of everyone who worked to bring you this bulletin, my name is Vanessa Victor. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.